You know, I just watched partially as much as I could stand of Cerebral's video. Um, Something about black males in building, right? And I gotta tell you, I got very aggravated quickly. Not just because of her, but because of the whole content of the video and everything that was going on. Now, those of you that are familiar with me from my first channel, right? Um, I was the only, and I don't even care to be anymore, but it just made me mad because I hate when people do. Now I see why people used to get so upset when they say people are stealing your talking points and then they don't even give you credit for it and stuff like that. And I used to always say, well, why did they get so mad about that? Okay, I got one better for you. People steal your premise, your attitude, your direction, your suggestion, your whole, I would dare say, personality in terms of like trying to get black women focused and take credit for it. All right, so let me just be real frank about my issue. So as you know, I am the black sheep of YouTube because I dared to challenge everyone, including people like Cerebral, who only come on and talk about things that are trivial, trending, or going viral at the time about black women. But when it came to like specifically talking to black women in regards to their education, employment, political power, building communities of black women for black women, as far as like building communities for black women when it came to communities of power, right? There weren't anyone doing that. No one doing that but me. And now all of a sudden it's like ever since Cherie, who is black women making money, right? She started making videos now and trying to be a bit more proactive as far as black women are concerned, because I spent almost a year talking about how the majority of these black women creators are always taking from black women and never giving anything back. Things as simple as information they can't even give, right? And I'm watching this video and I'm saying to myself, this is the same woman talking about Cherie, right? Who came on my channel, and the games that all of these people play on here to build up their channels is really stupid, but it's a real thing that they do. Because I was very open to everyone, even the subscribers, right? So I helped her build, she built up, right? And then in turn, she disrespected me on her channel seriously in regards to me speaking up against one of her guests disrespecting another black woman that was involved in that kidnapping in Mexico. Now, the other thing that I don't like about these black women on here is they're all hypocritical, very much full of shit. They talk out of both sides of their face at all times. So as I'm watching this video, Cerebral was talking about how Cherie from Black Women Making Money is so positive. She's this, she's that. And I'm looking at this fucking video and I'm saying to myself, no, what she is a mini me. Like everything that she's doing now is everything that I did. Well, I don't do it anymore because I'm just like aggravated with black women because it's a thankless situation. I've said so many times on here that you need to have a political power base. I had even told you, you already have several people who have put the idea and the plan into writing for you. And all you got to do is go pick it up, take it and run with it. In particular, two people come to my mind. One is Dr. Claude Anderson. He has like several books telling you how black people could get their shit together, build their communities, and build up their standing in America. And he actually is a person that worked with several presidents in his lifetime So reading his books would be the best bet. Then you also have Stacey Abrams. Stacey Abrams has written several different strategy plans to get black people put on the map, especially black women. But when she ran for governor, there was 101 fucking black women on YouTube talking trash about her all day. Okay, get back to this, get back to it. So now you also have Cerebral talking about that, where we can't build communities and we can build communities. We have built communities, and there's several states throughout this country right now that have thriving black communities. The problem is America and black people on YouTube only want to point out all of the dysfunction. There's several people doing things that we all could copy and start wherever we live, but the problem is we don't know what's going on because people want to talk about the negative and deal in the toxic instead of the positive. And then when you have a person like me who started out calling out these people for the things they're doing, instead of them addressing those things, changing them, recognizing what I'm saying, and jumping on the bandwagon to change the entire hostile environment to something positive, they act like if they ignore me and dismiss me, I'm just going to disappear and go away, you know? But then later on, use the very same things that I was doing on my channel and in my videos to make it seem like it was their idea they came up with, just like that out of the blue. Now, I don't know if she's edited her videos, but there were several videos when I was on good terms with Cherie from Black Women Making Money, and I had explained to her, when she kept talking to people in reference about the courses that they were selling over there on Erica Williams' page, the IT programs and etc., and how I was a victim of their scamming, I told her, be very careful with that. Give out the information, but tell people to do their due diligence, check things out first, because I don't want people to be taken for their money the way I was taken for mine. All right. That was on one of the videos where I explained that. I even wrote it in the chat or whatever. And now, what did I hear on Cerebral's video today? Now, Cherie was telling people, warning them about tech, IT courses and programs, the very things that I literally had a conversation with her about. All right, fine, right? Oh, boy. It's just the whole thing. And it's just the thing, like, when I on my first channel before it got deleted, I did about 3 or 4 videos on financial aid, how to teach black women to get into financial money management. And I gave you referrals to other black women who are currently on YouTube now, who they excel in that, and how you can learn further from them. I did investment videos. I did all types of things to show you how to get into different jobs, to take your 30,000 and jump it to 80, 90 and beyond. I did all of this stuff on the other channel. Those videos are lost now because when a channel is deleted and I didn't save them because I was using StreamYard, they're going for good. And I am not, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to take my time to make those videos again, because this is the problem with black women. And this is what I'm telling you now that is going to become apparent to you very soon. The same way everything else I've been telling you about black YouTube is becoming apparent now. You don't appreciate people who are actually here, me, trying to do things for you when you have them. It is not same thing with the black lady that left that did the Stop It, the Kendall St. Charles, I think her name is. You never appreciate people who are good and genuine from the start all the way through, never changing, because if you know me from the first time I came on here till now, I have never changed. I didn't have to go through no bullshit evolution or whatever the fuck it is Cynthia says and the rest of these fake ass women on here just changing to go along and fit in with the demographics and the analytics of watching the numbers to the videos. That has never been me. I'm always genuine, always have been, because my goal is the benefit and my concern is with the welfare of black women. I really hate that dog. But these people, it just incensed me. I'm sitting on the couch and I said, let me listen to this video, see what the hell they talking about. Oh, I don't know, this thing cut off and I was talking for so long, but what I'm saying is, When I was listening to Cerebral talk today, I'm like, all these people do is talk about the what is not happening and the what could have been. Never the possibilities and how to get that shit started. And it aggravates me because I don't know if this part got cut off, but I'm going to repeat it because I'm saying that they always just big up each other for clout by way of association or name dropping. Even the people who are so-called supposed to be in good standing with me, you never hear them like bigging me up or mentioning me on their fucking platform the way I do them to show respect, womanhood respect. So this is how I know, like, they're all full of shit. Like, they're all just here looking to get whatever it is they're getting out of this. And it doesn't always have to be about money. It could be other things, but it's not about the collective progression of black women. Because if it was, why wouldn't you mention all of the good things I've been doing on here? Why wouldn't you? Seriously, why wouldn't you? And then to have Cherie from Black Women Making Money come around and reiterate all the things that I have said in my videos, said personally to her, and then put it on her platform as if this is her shit she came up with, and now she's, oh, you know, I'm trying to push this vision forward. And it's like, what are you talking about? I've been saying this shit from day one when nobody was listening. But now all of a sudden, because I've been calling these women out so much, now they're starting to make subtle changes on their platforms. And now you, the very person who disrespected me and kicked me off your channel when I was telling you that you should not let this woman that you had as a host disrespect another black woman who was traumatically affected in that Mexican kidnapping. Now all of a sudden, you see a bright future and you're the spearheader for black women, repeating every goddamn thing that I've said in videos and to you. It's just, this shit is just too much. It really is. And like I said, black women, y'all really better, you want this shit to change, you really gotta start like standing up and stepping out in front and telling people, okay, enough with the dumb shit. Enough. It is really enough. Enough. Start. It's real simple, y'all. You're going to have to get on those websites that I have provided for you for the government, for the Senate, for the Congress. You're going to have to learn how I showed you before in several of the videos, how to follow bills so that you can make sure that they become laws. You have to learn to lobby for things that affect black women. And you got to just start learning this shit first before you act on it. And then get as small as like 10 to 20 people, if you can. And then get on a bus and exercise your right to lobby in the Congress when they have the open sessions to the public. You don't have to be rude. You don't got to be disrespectful. But you go sit there, talk. Bring your signs, bring your speakers, and you let your desires, your wants, your needs, and your demand for a certain power structure to be known. That is how you get shit done. Okay? And now, if that's some shit Cherie wants to take and run, go tell that, or take it and run with it, spread that message. Teach black women how to empower themselves. But this whole shit on here where, you know, they do this shit where they only clamor together with people they like to big up each other and then ostracize other people, especially like me. It's for the fucking birds. And it really shows you that black men are not the only problem in this so-called black community. It's women. It's the women who feel like they want to be the head nigga in charge and can't step to the side to let everybody have the same amount of shine and do their part in the upliftment of all of us. It's like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, all she's doing is reiterating every fucking thing that I have ever said or ever made a video about. And then making it seem like she came up with some brilliant fucking way of bringing this to the people. I'm like, if this ain't some plagiarizing bullshit, but it's not plagiarism because I don't have it copyrighted. But it's just some bullshit. It really is. It's crazy. And the disrespect is ill because listen to what I'm saying. Cerebral, right? She recently had a big tiff, right, with the Paris lady, and that Nathaniel piece of shit dude was trying to pump that shit up past its death. And I actually did a video about how that shit was inappropriate and how that dude was fucked up. And I actually spoke up for her because I was like, it's wrong what they did to her, etc., etc., etc. I went on her show. I tried to talk about things that was interesting and to give black women a eye into my world, because I know many black women don't deal with men outside of black men, and I do. So I went on. I explained that was okay, but then to have somebody like Cherie, right? I guess tag her in something or whatever, and then you incorporate and promote this lady's channel like she's doing all this good stuff. When where the fuck? It's just bullshit, and it just comes back to that same shit of they talk out of two sides of their face. Like, how are you gonna sit here and chastise subscribers and other black women for the same fucking thing you're doing? You're picking and choosing black women you like and that you feel fit your opinion of how they're supposed to be, and then everybody else, me and others, well, just me, because I haven't seen, well, they do it too, RWS hashtag, they do it to her too, but it's like you choose people that are actually out here giving real information and actually doing shit for black women, and you want to push them to the side and big up perpetrators, people who are perpetrating a fraud, because that shit is so, oh my God, that is just so fucking foul. I'm sitting there listening to this video and I'm like, that's the shit I said. That's the shit I did the video about. And she was actually on Cherie was on a couple of the videos with me. I'm like, that's some fucked up shit. It's kind of like the fucked up shit that DZ did to Chrissy. That's kind of fucked up. But it's all good. It's all good because let me tell you something. My family's from Louisiana. I live primarily in New York, but I grew up a lot down there, right? And it's like that in Louisiana. And I know she's from Louisiana too, right? And we got like 3 types of black people down there. The black people that's straight like me, 4 black people, we don't give a fuck if our grandfather is white, our mama is white, our daddy's white. We die for black people because we all about black people, right? Then you got the black ones down there that will do anything to be white. And I mean anything. Lie about their heritage, learn different languages so that they can be identified as anything other than black. And then you got the ones like her. They're chameleonized coons. And I mean what I say. People who have a certain level of professionalism that play with the voices, that code switching shit. Play and give off this perception that they're very nice and, oh, I would never hurt a fly and I'm just the perfect black woman. And, I read books on psychology, so I know how to use the right pitch and come across and use the right words and the talking points to get you to think that I am as non-threatening as can be and that I'm someone that you should attach yourself to. Because if you want to exude what I'm exuding, then you should follow me, be like me. That's that bullshit. That's that chameleonized coon shit that I'm telling you about. Because believe me, I have seen so many of these people in that state. And it is so sad that people are like that. But you mark my words. All dark gets exposed to the light. Y'all know what I mean. Right? And all people that put on a fucking facade in the show, they come out of character one fucking day. That is just so foul. Like, I really cannot get over that. Like, it's crazy. Because I was talking to this chick in emails and things like that and discussing what I wanted to do for black women. And, wow. I mean, sometimes you don't understand how real shit is until it happens to you. And then you understand why another fucking person could lose their shit over something. Like, my feelings are not even hurt. What it feels like is that I have literally just been dismissed, used and dismissed like a $2 hoe. Like, really, like, you used me for what you needed me for, and now you just dismiss me like I ain't shit because you got what you needed from me, so I'm no longer of use from you. That is so fucked up. So fucked up. And then to have this chick bigging up this woman who would never even discuss her because she's not relevant to her and not needed in any way, as if she's like the second coming of Christ when it comes to trying to help black women, give them information and do the very thing, starting to do the very thing that I've been on this platform for more than a year, calling them out for. Now that a few of them are starting to do it, I don't get my due credit. I can't get my accolades, but everybody else can get their shine. That is the bullshit I'm talking about on here with all of them motherfuckers. So when I get brand new, y'all don't be surprised, okay? Because I'm really starting to see just how foul these black chicks on here are. They're really fucking foul. Unbelievable. And when I would hear people like RWS hashtag say this shit, sometimes I'll think, she may be doing just a little too much, but she's not. Because the very fucking thing that I'm talking about right now, that just happened with Cherie and all of the big upping that Cerebral is doing for her about my ideas, my fucking video information, and my promotion of progression and upward mobility for black women, somebody else getting all the accolades and the ride and the climb for it, I'm like, yo, I know exactly how RWS hashtag exposed feels, because Cynthia G did the same thing to her, took all her shit and constantly uses her stuff as if she's so smart, and nobody ever gives credit to RWS hashtag exposed. Like all that shit Cynthia does with the fucking who they really choose, and that you silly ass women take and run and act like she's some genius for coming up with. You, like I told y'all, you don't know the history of certain people on YouTube. That's RWS hashtag stuff. She didn't call it that, but she was literally talking about the things they do. And she was also one of the first ones to talk about the psychology of how they do things in society, always trying to get close to whiteness. That's her terminology. What did Cynthia do? She piggybacked off of Gestalt, the philosopher, off of his theory of proximity. Gestalt has his theory is the proximity, the similarity, and common core theory. That is what that shit is. And even though RWS hashtag exposed wasn't calling it out the way he did, she was doing the same thing in her own guttural words. That chick years ago, Cynthia, just paraphrased everything the other woman was saying. And now I'm sitting on my couch today listening to Cerebral's video and listening to all the things that I have made videos about and literally said out of my mouth on lives with women on my channel before it got deleted, being promoted and praised as being the invention and the bright ingenuity of another woman who just took every fucking thing I said and had to offer and put it in a pretty bow and packaged it in a video on her channel. This shit is too unbelievable. I'm sorry. But regardless of that, black women, this is why I'm telling you I know that black YouTube is dying soon, because the black women like me that are really out here trying to do shit for black women, we leaving. We're really leaving. Or we're going to start doing bullshit ass videos where it's going to give you nothing. And we're not going to contribute. Because I know I'll keep making bullshit videos until I get tired and be like, fuck it, who cares? Fuck that shit. And completely just go. But this is what's happening. The downgrade and the slow wind down to real black women out here trying to care about y'all is really coming soon, because it's just bullshit here. And none of these people are bold enough to be real enough to give people, and especially me, their true fucking praise. Like, there's women on here that claimed in the past, oh, they like my content or whatever, but never have they promoted any of the things I put up for black women's benefit. They never shared anything. They never ever mentioned anything, despite several times me doing that shit on my channel for them, right? And and this is not a tit for tat. This is a me showing you the mentality of the people here and why this shit is going to take a strong nosedive. It's because all they ever want is for somebody to do shit for them, but never reciprocate or give any reciprocity in return. And that is the thing right there that is causing all the dust up currently. Like, even when it came to the thing with Whistleblower and the Shira chick, and I heard other content creators talking about people were hating on Shira. Like, nobody's hating on that chick. When black women can see further down the road than you, and they're trying to tell other black women, wake up, you're heading towards the wall. You're really gonna run into the fucking wall. Not hit the wall, but you're gonna run into the wall. Why would you want to hurt yourself and learn the hard way when you could just listen to people telling you that's not the best route to take? You might want to go this way instead. When you have people on here constantly trying to kill the messenger and push the crowd to their detriment, that's a fucking problem. And that is really all that Black YouTube with women are offering these days. If it's not one way to send the collective of black women into tragedy, it's another. It's just such bullshit. And what it all really comes down to is, if you really want things to be affected and change that affect us in everyday life, like everything from black femicide to unemployment to eviction, you have got to teach black women to take voting seriously, to take advocating for their rights in this country seriously, to take speaking up and building relationships with their local representatives seriously. Because when these people know that you are becoming really, really politically active, they get scared. And they gotta watch out for you, because you are a powerful voting bloc. And if you only would utilize that, black women, you single-handedly would be able to create those communities that all these raggedy bitches come on here complaining about that black men don't build. You could do it single-handedly, each one of you together, dealing with your local representatives, and then reaching out to whatever organization it is that you need to bring that chapter or that business to your community by way of you being the ambassador or the new person that's going to sponsor that particular whatever it is, service in your community. And that's how you get shit done. It ain't no fucking magic trick. It ain't so hard to do, and it ain't hard to figure it out. You just need the right fucking people on here trying to tell you and show you how to get it done. But I'm gonna go to the store now and let it die. But it really sucks. It really sucks to have people climb on your back and step on your fucking head to stand there and make it seem like I thought of that. That shit is crazy. And to have all these women on here be such haters of black women, and me, I'm going to say, because none of them ever talk about the good work I do. Not one of them. But it's almost all of them that will mention Cynthia and her bullshit that she does every day that does not do anything for black women, but keep them going towards relationships that will put them in the ground and leave their children motherless, and God forbid, in foster care and all other types of tumultuous situations that the ghetto and poverty bring. Listen, I guess I'm going to just have to leave YouTube alone, period, because the shit I see every day is just too much. Too fucking much. And the fact that none of y'all speak up and speak out about shit that you know that I'm saying is true is also a problem. Because if y'all would start calling these motherfuckers out, a lot of this shit would stop. And they would either have to become people of integrity or get the fuck off of this platform. Anyway, let me go ahead and go live my life. Bye, y'all.